Hello, co-workers. So, long story short, Twisted Wonderland is getting an English release of the game, and by English, I mean really it's only coming to the US and Canada, but you know what? That's a huge step in terms of like localization. So finally, we get to actually play the game, in English, which is a big jump for all those who couldn't play the game originally in Japanese. I figured to take a look and see the official website that they just put up and kind of get a sense of some things that they actually seem that they're going to be doing changes on. Some wording of the stuff and game, maybe like just not really gameplay wise, but just minor details. Yeah, this I can't believe it's coming out in like basically next month, in January 20th, 2022. And pre-registrations start tomorrow on December 21st. So that's like really, really soon. So this is like really exciting news for like everyone who've all wanted to try and play this game but couldn't because of like no language barriers and like just accessibility in general. So let's take a look at the actual website. So here we have Twisted Wonderland's official English website. It's kind of nice they still kept some of the, Japanese hiragana and katakana there. It looks very similar, I feel, to the the Japanese one. But there's the pre-registration that's going to be out. They kept the tagline there to let us show you the real happily ever after, or I guess happy endo. I see here that we're gonna get a pre-registration that will allow us to register with, the Apple Store and Google Play, so available for both devices. The campaign's gonna be containing a bunch of different things here. So let's see. Oh, there's like reaching milestones. So I'm sure that, with its popularity, that we can probably reach the top milestones of the pre-reg registration campaign. I mean, like the SR key, it seems they couldn't even give it SSR. Just an SR key alone, that's already like a good thing to start with. So we have the seems like there's some changes here and there in terms of what they're we're referring to some things in the game. One is that instead of Crowley's the headmaster, as I guess we've referred to him in translations, he's now the head mage. So the head mage of the school. And then there's also some changes too in terms of what they're referring to for like they still kept the word as like dorm for each of the dorms, but now all the like instead of the dorm leader or the vice dorm head, they're now called house wardens. So we now have house wardens and vice house wardens. This is the first time I've heard of it referred to that way, but then again, I'm not really familiar with that many school systems outside of North America. But it seems too that for I guess the English translation so far I've been seeing on this page, they're really pulling out their like big boy dictionaries and like just the way they write things now that we're saying for Riddle that he's meting out harsh punishments in response to infractions. Like, okay, that's kind of an interesting like terminology of it. For Ace now, with like Ace and Deuce kind of have this sort of like rivalry slash I guess frenemies relationship, and they're now referred to it as amicable antagonism. So that's some interesting terms that we're using there. But I also noticed that they made the grades kind of according to an American school system. So Deuce here is a freshman, but then like Trey here is a junior because we're going with the I guess the American system, which is freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, which is gonna get some like I'm gonna have to take some time to get used to that because it's weird like just calling Cater and Trey like junior like in the junior grade. I don't know. To me it just doesn't really sound right. To me they're just like the senpais, the upperclassmen, but it just sounds off to me. And that's especially the case with the fact that well there are technically no seniors at the school. There are the fourth years, and the fourth years are all on their internship, so we've never seen them. But it means that you get people like Leona, who's like in his 20s, but then he's in like a junior grade, which just sounds really funny. Um, it's like in that context. I guess, describing each character, they decide to give Ruggy a light roast by saying that he's raised in poverty and gets downright shameless when it comes to food. So I don't remember this in the original Japanese description, but I could be wrong. But I guess they decide to just kind of take a jab at him like that, or just to really bring out the fact that he's a hyena. Then we have Floyd, who's like his character line is like, "You want me to wrap around you real tight." So I guess they opted out of saying the word squeeze to just say like wrap around tightly, which is okay. I kind of understand that, kind of makes sense in that regard. Oh, then like one of my favorites is like Ville, which says that he's the house warden upon Fury. But my favorite line is that no effort is too much for him in his unending pursuit of pulchritude. Not gonna lie, I have to like Google what this word is because I pulchritude. Yeah, so this is literally just means beauty. But I guess we just don't want words to repeat themselves. So in a young man of striking, beauty, we can't say it twice, so he is now searching for pulchritude, which is gonna be funny every time. I want to like imagine that every time now, instead of saying beauty in a game, they just say pulchritude. I might not even be pronouncing this right for all I know. Overall, some of the other descriptions seem to be, they make kind of perfect sense to me. You got Rook, an appreciator of sublime aesthetics. I'm like, sure, that sounds like something you'd describe it. I'm kind of curious now how they are going to translate Idia. If they're going to basically try make him out to be like weeaboo speak, or even worse, he's like some sort of forum poster like term, because depending on how he talks, it's gonna be like it's gonna affect the overall feeling towards him, because we know he is like he uses like gaming terms and other like references in his speech, but I draw the line if he still start going into like 4chan speak or something. So I don't know. It'll be interesting seeing how they decide to translate. I guess, or if they're gonna make him full like cringe weeaboo. So then we like look at the system because they have some screenshots of like I guess some beta uh screenshots of it, and based on what like we see, it seems that I don't know if they're gonna have it as like Twst tunes, or if they're gonna essentially put it back as rhythmics. Because for the JP, it's called Rhythmic, so I don't know if it's gonna be Twst tunes or Rhythmics now. In terms of lessons, we're gonna have the history of magic and alchemy, but then instead of flying, it's just called flight. And one thing I also noticed too is that they're going to be subtitling, the dialogue the characters say when they like finish their lessons, or like when they like kind of cut in across the screen, which is kind of a nice thing because then now we can like kind of understand a bit more what they're kind of saying between. So they have that additional speech bubble. Overall, I mean, Twisted Wonderland had a lot of English to begin with, so I don't really expect too many things to be changed. Ramshackle seems to still be Ramshackle in terms of what the spelling of it. It was already spelled like that in English anyways. But I'm curious now. I guess like they're gonna go with some like twist tunes, and gonna be interesting to see what kind of font they're gonna choose for like the English. I guess Test is still gonna be like Test. But yeah, I think that's like all that we really got news of so far. It does look pretty promising. I'm excited to be playing it in English. I mean, like, I'm already gonna keep playing it on the Japanese side too, but it's nice now that I can just easily read the stories in English instead of having to kind of go back and forth with having translations. But I mean, overall, I'm still gonna be playing both. And it'll be nice to kind of see how some, I guess, translations will like differ from the actual game. So yeah, that's basically covers what we know so far about the game that's being released in English. Unfortunately for anyone that's outside of like the US and Canada, they don't seem to have any like announcements for like Europe, for example. So yeah, guys, go check out the website, you know, follow the English Twitter here. Pre-registration starts December 21st, so go and do your pre-registrations so that you can get those nice juicy rewards. And then we can all enjoy the game now in English when it comes out in the new year. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited as I am. I hope we're gonna see how things are gonna be done, if how they're gonna line up all the events and the stories, or I guess should say like the main chapter, how they're gonna do the main story. So yeah, that's really it. And so hope you all, you know, get to enjoy and like kind of fangirl as much as I did when I found about the news. And we'll talk to you all later. So this is Koamio clocking out. Hey there, thanks for watching this video. Remember to like or comment and subscribe to my channel for more future content. I also have a Twitter, so you can follow me there as well. Thanks again, and looking forward to seeing you in the future.